Hi Virgo, welcome back to another Astro Reels. It's my pleasure to read for you, as you know. And as you also know, these readings are timeless and signless, so you don't have to have any significant Virgo placements in your chart, your natal chart, for these messages to be for you. And you don't have to be watching these videos at the time that they're being published. If they resonate, then bada bing, bada boom, they're for you. And if they don't resonate, I would invite you to take a step back, come back a little bit later and see whether the messages are recognizable now in your physical environment. Okay, sometimes it just takes the time to materialize. What else? If you'd like to work closely with me more personally, you know exactly where to find me. God is good. And yeah, on my Etsy page, let's jump right in. It's interesting because I feel in particular, I don't know, okay, in particular, I'm feeling two things for somebody, at least one person in this group here, that you're going to be asked to look at some channeled messages in the near future. Okay, so they're going to send you some channeled messages, if not through my channel, through another set of channels or another channel. I almost want to say to check some of my past messages, and of course always do that because energies, you know, sometimes I'm called back by my guides to look at a video that I did 3 months ago because now that energy is still in play and I really need to go back and get something. But in particular, I feel like energies coming in for you will be shown to you in some upcoming videos, if not through my channel, then through somewhere else, maybe on YouTube or some other channeling space that you get your channel messages from. Right? And the second thing I want to tell you is I think you could use some intuitive counseling, and that's the live Zoom session with me, because you need to have some type of energetic work. And to identify who you are, I'm getting energy work I want to say in the sacral area, but the words that came out is underneath the belly button, so that could be in reference to the sacral area. Of course, that was my conscious mind putting that, but it could also mean the space that's literally like behind your belly button, that area, right? So if that is you, if you're like, oh, I have been having belly button pain, or I just cleaned my belly button, or just something like that cute, something like that, then you know exactly. And I'm also getting coffee, if not coffee grounds, like if you've seen your hands stained, not stained, but filled with like coffee granules, wet coffee, thank you, wet coffee granules. So maybe you do gardening and you garden with coffee, or you drink with coffee. This could be also two different people. Maybe some people do, somebody with the belly button thing, and someone else with the coffee granules, maybe gardening or planting or something like that. Or it could be the same person. But either way, to move on from that, God bless, just letting you know, come see me if that's something you would like to follow up on for intuitive counseling. That's where the guides and where we basically give you the overhaul. Energy, healing work, intuitive counseling, everything. And you need to shift. Whoever you are, you gotta shift. Not like you gotta shift, but there's something that needs to be shifted within you, especially around that belly button area, region, for some work that you're going to be doing either in the next 4 months or within the next 4 months. So anyway, just letting you know. God bless you. You know who you are. I don't know. And tap shoes is another thing. So I'm seeing shoes for somebody. But let's jump right into this call. Thanks, guys. Aw, whoever is guides, they're like, thanks. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, whether or not you're Virgo, oh, this person reminds me of who I had in mind for that message, but God knows who they're really talking to. But you might look a little like that, but you may not. But anyway, let's jump into this message. Thank you, everyone, for being patient. What do we have for our Virgoans? Oof. Now, let's talk about this mask you're wearing. Whoever you guys are, this message is coming through for some mask wearing. I'm getting, look at you, you're this cute little bear. But this bear is so cute, I kind of want to hug it. But this bear looks a little spaced out in the eyes, right? There's a cute little bear here, and it's your mask that you're wearing. Because behind here, I'm seeing something different. It's not negative, but it's almost like I am seeing there's a confusion. Is this negative or is this not? Got the message. Got the message. Got the message. Okay. Whoever you guys are, especially that person with the belly button thing I was just talking to you about, you are being asked to meet yourself right now. Because this is your mask and this is you. And then we've got these other energies, friendship, protection. Then we've got this snake, awareness, and just a way that it all is coming through. You're going to have to navigate around what you think you're seeing outside of you. Because this card here, it says beauty, but the way this has been coming through is shadow work. Your shadow and you. So whoever this message is for, you're going to be meeting yourself in a big way. It's like coming together like, ooh, and then opening right up to do some major work or some type of work. So usually when I see this kind of, these are big energies, by the way. I have to ground myself right now. Maybe we're going to do a little bit of work here. But as I look down, it says 0606, 6 minutes, 6 seconds. So we're doing the work right now. But what it is that we're used to talking about fragmented aspects. Oh, we got to work on this past life aspect. We got to work on this hidden thing that's going on in your life, whatever. But for you, you've got like these two major halves of you, boom, coming in together. Now, you may want to say it's masculine and feminine. Sure, you can look at it that way. But whatever it is, it's two sides of you coming together. I also see that, and I don't want to say this word out loud because of the algorithms and blah, 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 and that's a thing. But it's what happens when people move other people across different lines for nefarious purposes. It starts with a T. And it's not quite talking about a traffic stop at the light. If you know what I mean, I just gave you a little hint. It starts with a T and it refers to when people move other people against their will across different spaces. Could be different borders, whatever, for nefarious purposes. So I'm just putting that out there. Maybe somebody needs to hear that for whatever. The way that these things manifest, like we're looking at the energy dynamics. But when you guys come to me, thank you very much, by the way, for personal readings, that dynamic plays out in different parts of your life. So we really don't let your conscious mind just jump to the most, negative thought about whatever's coming through. That's just an immature way to approach any type of information, right? Bring the information in and see how it resonates for you. But you, whoever this is, whoever that message is for, may have a little bit of that energy, maybe in your past, maybe you dealt with something in your past like that, you witnessed it, maybe whatever. But whatever's going on, you're going to have to, I look down again, 8 minutes, 8 seconds, 0808. There's going to be a meeting of yourself. So this is self to self. Now, not all of you are going to be going through that T word situation, right? But let's look at it from this way. If we're talking about it figuratively for somebody, it could simply play out in someone's life. For example, just giving you guys an example of how these energies can play out. Maybe you grew up with a strong mother household that really, your mom raised you and your brothers and sisters, I don't know. And it was very feminine dominant, and maybe your mother was very irresponsible about things, and what happened is that she didn't protect you enough. So now as you were growing up, you had to do a lot of traveling to different places. You had to fend for yourself, all sorts of stuff, and along the way you split off from yourself. Hey, it's called life, right? Occupational hazard, right? My neck and my left shoulder starting to hurt a little bit, and so if that's you, come see me, because there's more. If that sounds very specific, if you feel called to work with me, come see me, because I definitely have more messages for somebody here. But anyway, just showing you that dynamic. So here it is that you flash forward and you're an adult, and energetically speaking, you've had to grow up so fast, and you've got all these parts of yourself. Maybe you've got a librarian part. You had to take control of your education. You had to be like a babysitter, taking care of other people's kids, all sorts of stuff. And it's kind of like that T word that we talked about earlier to your different parts, like outsourcing these different aspects of you to different places, making you have to play different roles. Does that make sense? Let's pull some more cards with that. Values. Ooh. Yep. So now for you and for everybody here, whoever this call is for, 10 minutes, 10 seconds as I look down. Yo, you see how the mask just flipped up? Look what's here. Yes, aware. Yep, opening to a profound spiritual aware experience. This is it. This is you meeting yourself right now. This is about soul integration. But I was gonna say, let's in order to pull yourself together. And we're all going through a lot of soul integration. The month of February was huge on that. It's still February today, right? But when I'm doing this video, but it's big on soul integration. It will continue into the month of March and even April. You, whoever you guys are, if this message is resounding in your cute little head, you're going to be like a vastly different person. I guarantee you by April. Whoop, whoop. This is great. Look at all these different colors and different designs coming into being. Now, when you were so split and dissociated and fragmented in yourself, there was this feeling of 11 minutes, 11 seconds, having to self-protect, having to look out for yourself, having to do everything on your own. And this led you to establish values and ideologies and, oh, well, all work and no play, for example, or you can't trust a man, he's a dog, you know, all sorts of these things. Sorry, no shade, friendship wolf, right? All sorts of stuff. You solidified and fossilized these values, but these values are not real. They're not reflective of who you really are. They're not reflective of who you are at a higher level or who you were. They're reflective instead of your scattered, fragmented spaces. So whatever work you've been doing, whether you're aware of it or not, whether you've been aware that you're doing shadow work or whatever, you've been doing a lot of congruent work. Congruence work. That sounds better. And look, boom, guys, listen. This isn't my day job, but if it were, I wouldn't quit it. Way of life, this is what I'm saying. And you've been doing a great job, and now it's time to come out of this false sense of self. 12 minutes, 21 seconds. Stand for what you want. Values. Accept what you have. Truth, vision, strength. It's time to redefine you. And I love that I see you taking this cute little pause here before you shoot those arrows. Because if you didn't see the other videos, don't get caught up on these signs, Aries, Taurus, all that stuff. I just put that there to get people to see it. And someone's like, I'm an Aries, I'm going to watch Aries. But it's all a continuum. We're all part of the same collective. And go back and watch, which one was it? The Gemini reading. I think that's the one about the dreams. It said something like, your healed state is congruence. It might, whichever one has the cute little lizard picture on it, go watch that. Well, you can watch all of those. Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. I think are those it? Yeah. Or maybe it's one of the Ascension readings. Anyway, reach out to me. It's one of the readings I put. You'll see in the pictures once you start looking, like the first card says dreams. That video is going to help you because it's showing, I love that you paused here before you shot that arrow. It's showing that what your energy constitution is like, whether it's scattered or whole, is directly informing the quality of what you make or create in this world. You're either making something out of BS ideals and trauma and pain and they're unhealed, or you're creating things. And you can only create when you're in alignment with light and source. And when you're in BS mode, I say BS mode lovingly because we're all walking around here in false conditioning and programming. As far as the universe is concerned, that's BS. It's not real. It's an altered state, right? So we got to clean that up. Yeah, it might be one of the Ascension readings, but if you're not shy, don't be shy. Guys, reach out to me. I don't bite. All right, I might take a day or two to get back to you, and I'm sorry, okay? I'm just trying to live my life and get things together. But I do want to make a shout out here. If anyone's thinking about, ooh, guys, don't play right now. Do not play. That's what I'm talking about. I was going to say, if anyone's thinking about getting into some mind-altering stuff, I'm just putting it out there, yeah. I'd stay the hand, wait, so spirit can get to you first. Expression, dang. See you guys later. Mwah.